Get ready to kickstart your journey to wellness with the ultimate guide in town. Welcome to Wellness Unleashed with Doc Stone. Join us as we journey through the realms of natural healing, where ancient wisdom meets modern science. Prepare to be inspired by stories of transformation and triumph. With Doc Stone as your guide, discover the power of holistic living and the joy of reclaiming your health. Prepare for a whirlwind adventure through the world of holistic wellness. From fitness freaks to spiritual gurus, we've got something for everyone. So grab your sneakers, your yoga mat, or just your sense of curiosity, and let's dive headfirst into a world of wellness wonders. Wellness Unleashed with Doc Stone. Your path to a vibrant life starts now. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the new season of Wellness Unleashed with Doc Stone. I am your host, Jeremy Doc Stone, and I am so happy to have all of you on today's show. I'm excited to talk about our today's topic. I'm actually on the road, filming from on the road today, and I had the opportunity to experience a fabulous natural healing, health, and wellness modality today myself for the very first time, and I am excited to talk to you about it today. Now, just as a reminder, the disclaimers that the information shared in this episode is intended for education and entertainment only. We don't diagnose, treat on this show. If you are suffering any kind of health condition, it's recommended that you actually see your licensed healthcare practitioner. Today's show is brought to you by Aerostream TV and Doc Stone's Natural Medicine and Wellness. And as a reminder for all of you who are interested in digging in the root causes of your health issues, we can help you with the most advanced functional medicine lab testing on the market. Simply visit docstone.wellproz.com, and at checkout, use the discount code Wellness Unleashed, all capital letters, to claim your discount, 10% as a gift from me. Now, we are going to talk about today an amazing topic. Like I said, I experienced a new modality today in health and wellness that I didn't really know a whole lot about, but I'm excited to talk to you about it today. We're going to talk to you all about halotherapy. Now, in our quest for optimal health, we often look to innovative approaches for health. And today, we're going to explore this therapy. Halotherapy has been around for centuries, but it's just now starting to gain some traction in the natural wellness field. And so it's halotherapy, also known as salt therapy. As a matter of fact, this background right here today is the actual salt cave that I was in today, that I received my healing in as well. So this is an actual man-made Himalayan salt cave that I had the pleasure of being able to be in today in Martinsburg, West Virginia. That's right, Martinsburg, West Virginia. I was traveling, found this place. Actually, my wife found it and suggested it, and I had the opportunity to go and experience it myself today. Now, this particular salt cave is at Touch of Grace Spa and Salt Cave on 970 Foxcroft Avenue, Suite 104 in Martinsburg, West Virginia. I would certainly recommend that if you're ever in the Martinsburg, West Virginia area, that you stop in and visit them and experience this fantastic modality yourself. I'll put all their contact address and phone number in the show notes so that if you're in the area, you can book yourself an appointment. So what exactly is halotherapy? Simply put, it's a therapeutic method that involves breathing in dry, aerosolized salt. It is pharmaceutical grade salt, Himalayan salt, in a specially designed room or chamber. In this case, we call it a cave. Now, this particular cave, they have over 10,000 pounds of Himalayan salt in there. The entire floor is salt. The walls are salt. It is a beautiful, amazing experience. So they put this aerosolized pharmaceutical grade salt in this room, and so I want you to think of it as spending time in a man-made salt cave. The rooms are meticulously controlled to maintain a specific temperature, humidity, and concentration of micro-sized salt particles. The key here is the dry salt aerosol. A halo generator grinds pure salt into these microscopic particles, which are then dispersed into the air that you're breathing. When you inhale this salty air, uh, these tiny particles travel deep into your respiratory system. Now, my personal experience today in this salt cave was that it was very, very relaxing. They have music playing, very, very meditative music. And I actually found myself going into a state of meditation, doing self hypnosis in the zero gravity chairs that you sit in. And it was probably one of the most relaxing experiences that I've had in at least a few years. I was completely relaxed afterwards. Now, people think maybe, well, you're breathing in salt. Wasn't that uncomfortable? Absolutely not. You're encouraged to lay in there and to take deep breaths the entire time. I was very, very relaxed. So it's important to distinguish this from other salt-based therapies, like neti pots or gargling with salt water, because halotherapy focuses on the inhalation of dry salt aerosol for systemic benefits. So whereas the neti pot uses saline in your sinuses, and gargling would be using, the salt to maybe heal your throat pain, the inhalation of the aerosolized salt particles actually has a systemic healing effect, possibly for you there. So the concept of salt's healing properties isn't new. In fact, its roots go way back. Our journey through the history of halotherapy takes us to Eastern Europe. That's kind of where it started, specifically to the salt mines. As early as the mid 19th century, it was observed that salt mine workers, despite the dusty environment, surprisingly suffered less from respiratory ailments compared to other miners, say coal miners or the gold miners or anything like that. And so a Polish physician named Dr. Felix Boskowski documented these observations and even established a health resort in the Waliska, I'm not sure I pronounced that correctly, salt mine in Poland around 1843. This marked the beginning of speleotherapy, which utilizes the natural microclimate of salt caves. So speleotherapy and halotherapy are used interchangeably. Later in the mid 20th century, Russian scientists further developed this concept, leading to the creation of controlled above ground salt rooms, which we now know as halotherapy. This is essentially what I was in today here in Martinsburg, West Virginia. So while it might seem like a modern trend, the therapeutic use of salt has a rich and fascinating history grounded in real world observations. So now let's get to the heart of the matter. What are the potential benefits of halotherapy? Now, before we go into the potential benefits, let me just say they're potential benefits. We're not making any medical claims here. There have been a limited number of studies on humans, some other studies on animals that would indicate that there are these benefits. However, much more studies need to be done, especially on humans, to make sure, to actually validate all of the benefits. But early indications are that there are these health benefits. So the primary way that it works is by impacting the respiratory system. The inhaled dry salt particles are believed to have several beneficial actions. Firstly, they're hygroscopic, meaning they attract water. So this can help to thin mucus and phlegm in the airways, making it easier to cough up and expel. This mucolytic effect can be particularly helpful for individuals with conditions like coughs, colds, sinuses, and even chronic respiratory issues. Some of those studies that I mentioned that have been done on the possible effects indicate that it can be beneficial, helpful for those suffering from asthma or even chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. And this is one of the methods of why it is beneficial for that. As a side note, one of the things that the people at the Touch of Grace Spa and Salt Cave today, when I was there, what they told me when I was leaving was that I might, for the next couple of days, I might have a bit of a cough as the salt does its part in helping to remove microbes and stuff like that from my lungs. So I haven't experienced any of that yet, but it is a possibility. Secondly, salt is known to have anti-inflammatory properties. By reducing inflammation in the airways, halotherapy may help to ease symptoms associated with asthma, allergies, and bronchitis. The team member at the Touch of Grace Spa and Salt Cave today indicated to me that she gets seasonal allergies, and so this has been helpful for her in helping with those allergies. So thirdly, the salt particles may have antimicrobial effects, potentially helping to cleanse the airways of bacteria and other pathogens. So the potential benefits of it are it can help to loosen mucus and phlegm and to help to clear out your lungs, reduce inflammation in your airways, and also to cleanse the airways of bacteria and pathogens because of its antimicrobial effects. So beyond respiratory health, some proponents also suggest that halotherapy can benefit skin conditions like eczema and psoriasis due to the antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties of salt. It also often reported to promote relaxation and stress reduction, possibly due to the calming environment of the salt room and the improved ease of breathing. I can personally attest to exactly how calming and just how I had no stress in there. Literally, it was like closing off my mind. And it was just an amazingly relaxing experience. So let's talk about a little bit about the science behind it, because we always like to do that. So while the anecdotal evidence and historical observations are compelling, what does the scientific research say? It's important to note that while there is growing interest, the body of rigorous large-scale studies on halotherapy is still evolving. There haven't been any really big large-scale studies. There's only been a few smaller ones. So obviously I would like to see more larger human studies to see whether or not, this is a truly effective modality for health. And that it's safe. It appears to be safe. It's been used for thousands of years, but I'd like to see more scientific studies to validate what the anecdotal information tells us. So there are several smaller studies and reviews that have suggested potential benefits. For example, some studies have indicated improvements in lung function and reduced medication use in individuals with asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease following halotherapy sessions. Research has also explored the effects of halotherapy on children with respiratory conditions, with some studies showing positive outcomes in terms of symptom reduction and improved quality of life. Furthermore, some studies have investigated the impact of salt therapy on skin conditions, with preliminary findings suggesting potential benefits of conditions like atopic dermatitis. But it's crucial to understand that more extensive and well-designed research is needed to definitively confirm these benefits and establish standardized protocols. Right now, there's not really any standardized protocols for halotherapy, but with research, we might be able to establish those. However, the existing studies offer promising insights into its potential therapeutic applications. I encourage you to explore the available research, but always consult with your healthcare provider to determine if halotherapy is right for you. So what's this like? What's it like to experience a halotherapy session? Well, this is how it typically is. This is what happened for me. So typically, you enter a comfortable, dimly lit room with salt covered walls and floors. That's exactly what I did. You don't go with your shoes on. It's recommended that you wear white socks. I actually asked why white socks, why not colored socks, and apparently the Himalayan salt that you walk on can actually draw out the colors out of your socks, and so they recommend white socks. The atmosphere is often very relaxing and with calming music playing. That's exactly what happened to me. I started my session, got into the zero gravity chair. They gave me a nice warm blanket, and they just it started a very calming voice. Started talking, telling me what halotherapy was and what I was about to experience, and then the very very soft meditative music began to play, and I found myself going deeper, deeper into relaxation. Now, you might wonder, was it hard to breathe in a room with their aerolizing salt? Absolutely not. I honestly didn't even know that I was breathing in salt. I couldn't tell at all. So I don't want you to worry about that. There was no lung discomfort or anything. It was just a very, very relaxing experience. Would I do it again? Absolutely, 100%. If I make it back this way to Martinsburg, West Virginia, I'll definitely be stopping in and visiting them again to go through this experience. It is just amazing. So this lasted about 45 minutes, the session, and then the calming voice came back on, telling me that my session was over, encouraging me to drink lots of water, and that I would probably feel relaxed for quite some time. Um, you might notice a slight salt taste in the air, but it shouldn't be overwhelming. I didn't really notice a light taste, but they did mention the voice at the end did say that I might notice a salt taste, and so once I licked my lips, I kind of tasted a little bit of salt, but it was nothing that was really bad. All you do is you sit there, you lie back in this zero gravity chair, and you just simply relax while breathing in these aerosolized salt particles. Um, it was just amazing. I was very, in fact, I was impressed enough to actually film tonight's show on this topic because it was just an amazing experience for me. I was so relaxed. So sessions are generally considered safe for most people. However, it's always advisable to consult with your doctor, especially if you have an underlying health condition. The number of sessions recommended can vary depending on individual needs and the specific condition being addressed. Some people may experience benefits after just a few sessions, while others may require a more consistent regimen. If you can find a salt cave like the one here close to you, I'm sure many of them offer package discounts if you buy a certain number of sessions at a time. I know that Touch of Grace Spa and Salt Cave here in Martinsburg does have those kinds of packages. So as halotherapy gains popularity, you'll find more and more spas, wellness centers, and dedicated salt therapy facilities offering these services. When looking for a provider, ensure they use pharmaceutical grade salt and have well maintained halo generators and clean environments. I had the opportunity today at my session to have the employees there show me the actual facility, the halo generator, where they get the their pharmaceutical grade salt that they aerolize into the air. It's really important, just like any other modality, that you kind of do a little bit of research to make sure that they're following safe practices. You don't want to just throw your table salt in there and aerolize it. This is highly clean, pharmaceutical grade Himalayan salt. So make sure that you go to a reputable provider for your halotherapy um, sessions. It's important to remember that halotherapy is often considered a complementary therapy and should not replace conventional medical treatments. Always continue to follow your doctor's recommendations and medication regimens. While generally safe, some individuals may experience mild throat irritation or increased coughing initially as the body starts to clear mucus. If you have any concerns, always discuss them with your medical provider. Halotherapy offers a fascinating glimpse into the healing power of nature, salt that's found in nature, with a history rooted in observation and growing scientific interest. While more research is always beneficial, the potential for supporting respiratory health, skin wellness, and overall relaxation makes it a compelling area to explore. Have you tried halotherapy? What were your experiences? We'd love to hear from you. Make sure to share your thoughts, your experiences in the comments below or on our social media channels. So on a side note, I just want to thank all of you for joining me on this week's episode of Wellness Unleashed. I hope you found this exploration of halotherapy informative and inspiring. Remember to always prioritize your well-being and explore options that resonate with you. There is no one size fits all when it comes to health and wellness. Don't get boxed in by what others have done or what your providers have told you. Explore and learn what is going to work for you. You got to prioritize your health. If you don't prioritize it, nobody else will. Again, if you're looking for some help in identifying root cause issues of your health and wellness struggles, or if you don't have any struggles, but you just want to take your health to the next level, be sure to reach out to us. We'll be happy to set up a coaching session with you. If you need the functional medicine laboratory testing that is available through our practice, and you want to learn more about what's happening with your body, be sure to visit the Doc Stone wellproz.com. You can order your laboratory testing. Our labs are certified. They are accredited. It's the most advanced functional medicine labs that you can get. Be sure you can order them 24 hours a day right from the comfort of your home. And again, use as an audience member, I want to give you a 10% discount. So use Wellness Unleashed, and the labs will give you a 10% discount off your labs. The kits will get sent straight to your home. You collect your sample, send it right back to the lab, and you'll get your results in usually about 10 to 14 days. And if you're a health and wellness practitioner and you would like to be a guest on the show, you got something that you're doing amazing in the health and wellness space that you want to share with the rest of the world, be sure to shoot me a message. We'll be happy to schedule a time to get you on the show. As always, I wish all of you all fantastic health. I want each of you to be healthy. I want your families healthy. And whatever we can do to help support you in your health journey, just be sure to message. Please make sure that you like, you subscribe, you share whatever channel that you're watching this on, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, or on Roku, Apple Fire TV, or Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV. We would love for you to make sure that you get this information out, because you know what, we really do want to make, everybody's throwing this term around, make America healthy again. We believe here at Doc Stone's Natural Medicine and Wellness, and here on the Wellness Unleashed with Doc Stone show, we believe in the your right to have medical autonomy and to make choices that are right for you. And so we just want to encourage you to explore all of your options, both the conventional modern medicine side and what is technically called alternative complementary or natural medicine. We want to help you to be well. Thanks again for being a part of our tribe. Thanks for watching this episode on Halotherapy, episode 1, season 2. Let's have a fantastic season. If there's any topics you would like to see us discuss and to talk about, please leave them in the comments below, and we will be sure to take a look at them. And if it's a topic that resonates with our show, we'll be happy to discuss it. I hope that all of you be well. Until next time, live a vibrant life, and we will see you next time. Thank you for watching Wellness Unleashed with Doc Stone on the AeroStream TV network. The opinions expressed by the host and guests of this show are theirs and not the opinions of the network or our sponsors. None of the information shared on today's episode should be taken as medical advice. Statements have not been approved by the FDA or any other governmental authority. And if you're experiencing any kind of illness or wellness issue, you are encouraged to consult with your licensed healthcare practitioner. And we do appreciate you watching our show and look forward to seeing you on the next episode.